Howdy Neighbors, David here. And today on Boondock Stallions, we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Friends. That's right, I am a huge fan of the Friends series. Now, before we get started, I've got to share something with you guys that might be somewhat of a controversial opinion, but here it is. Ross and Rachel were on a break. That is all. Thank you. Now, I've recently bought this on Blu-ray with all 10 seasons and a little book, and it's awesome, and I'm rewatching it. But if y'all aren't too familiar with the Friends show, around season 9, there's an episode called The One with the Fertility Test, in which Monica and Chandler go to a fertility clinic because they've been trying to have a baby for some time, and it's just not happening. So they go and they find out that Chandler's sperm has low mobility, and that Monica's uterus is an inhospitable environment. And I've seen these shows a million times, and you know, they end up adopting, and it's great, and I'm very happy for them, but there was never really an answer as to what exactly made Monica's uterus an inhospitable environment, what that all entailed. But as I was recently watching season 2, there's an episode called The One with the List, and in it, obviously, there's a list, and on the list, it's Ross trying to figure out if he wants to date Rachel or Julie, which seems unnecessary because, seriously, Ross, it's always Rachel. But Monica has been unemployed for some time since getting fired from her last job, and she gets a job with a food corporation that is trying to make a product called Mocklet. Mocklet is a completely synthetic chocolate substitute. First of all, you should never have a completely synthetic chocolate substitute. That sounds disgusting. It's like Yoo-hoo. Gross. But it's a completely synthetic chocolate substitute, and what they want to do is get some chefs in, try the Mocklet, and try to come up with recipes where they can incorporate the Mocklet to dominate the Thanksgiving holiday, as they feel that chocolate already dominates Christmas and Easter, that they could use the right marketing to make Mocklet the Thanksgiving holiday, and this is where Monica comes in to take it and try to come up with some recipes. And she does. She comes up with Mocklet chip cookies, Mocklet cake, Mocklet, all kinds of nonsense, and she feeds them to Rachel and Phoebe, and it's really funny because Rachel is just upset that Monica actually let her put this fake chocolate garbage into her mouth, and Phoebe couldn't be more delightfully over the top with her. Ew, 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 oh my god, this must be what evil tastes like! As she spit the Mocklet out. It was hilarious, one of my favorite scenes. And then she goes in, presents all of her recipes to Mr. Ratstatter, and he informs her that they didn't get their FDA approval because of something with the lab rats. And I'm sorry, but your synthetic chocolate substitute had a problem with the lab rats, and you're being non-specific as to what that is. And then he just pays her and sends her on her way. But before she goes, he stops and asks her, hey, you didn't eat a lot of this stuff, did you? And she says, no, I ate some. Well, some's good. Some's not a lot. It doesn't like burn when you pee. What? Burn when you pee? Now, if it can cause burning when you pee, there's no telling what kind of long-lasting side effects might show up later on, such as turning your uterus into an inhospitable environment. And even later in the episode, he brings Monica back in to market a new product called Fishtachios. Fishtachios are primarily reconstituted fish bits into pistachios for people with nut allergies that want to try pistachios. First of all, gross, dude. And then he offers her one, and as she's reaching for it, he says, you're not allergic to anything, are you? She says, I'm allergic to cat hair. He pulls the bag back and says, oh, sorry, puts them on away and sends her on her way. That's every indicator right there that he was doing some shady business dealings and would have had a lot of questionable things going into the Mocklet and the pistachios, and that could in fact be why Monica couldn't have children. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so I can continue to make more videos for you. If you like money, and I know you do, Please come check us out. I'm going to be live streaming on Halloween night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be doing a horror movie trivia contest. There will be cash prizes paid out by me, David Victorious. YouTube is in no way responsible for paying you out or endorsing my contest, but show up, answer some questions about 80s and 90s horror movies. You can win up to $50 for the first place, $25 for the second, and $10 for the third. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Really hope you enjoyed it. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. Say goodbye, Heathcliff.